Hello and welcome to another week of The Newman Show. I am Newman, obviously. I got Mike back this week.
How you doing, everyone?
And these are our guests this week from the Better Half podcast, among many others, Frank and Larry.
Hello, world. What's going on, guys?
How you doing, Frank, Larry?
Thanks
for having us.
The last couple of weeks we were kind of going over trending news topics, and you guys really seem to enjoy that. So
it was actually some great shows.
So we'll definitely, maybe we'll even get some of that today.
Yeah, absolutely.
First, we want to talk about you guys and stuff. So
Okay.
We'll give people a few minutes to start tuning in. I see V saying hello already.
I'm going to try to get on here.
And we'll see what's going on with you guys.
And remember, if you're watching the feed, comment on the Strong Island television feed, because otherwise we're not going to see it.
Yes.
So always do that. Because afterwards, I'll go in after a live show, I'll be like, where are all these comments? Everyone comment on my page. Like, oh, gold. Oh, well.
I see a lot of people do the watch parties too.
Yes.
And I don't see any of that, so.
Yeah, maybe we'll see what's happening.
His mom's usually good for that. She's hosting watch parties.
Which, hey, share the show. That the more people that see it, the better. I don't care where you watch it, as long as you're watching it. That's good for us.
Absolutely.
But if you want to interact, obviously you want to be on the Facebook page so we can see what you're saying live and respond to you.
Yeah.
Pay some bills?
Yeah. Let's pay some bills. We'll get into the sponsorship. We'll talk about Frank Zambuto and Kayla Logistics. Kayla Logistics, where your business is our priority. Our goal is to provide our customers with end-to-end logistics solutions worldwide. Contact Frank Zambuto regarding all of your international import and export needs. Frank also has domestic contracts with many of the largest coast-to-coast trucking companies in the USA for non-personal cargo. For the Newman Show listeners, just mention the Newman Show and Frank will take 10% off your first domestic trucking shipment in the USA. Frank Zambuto and Kayla Logistics, where your business is our priority. And you can reach Frank direct at 347-536-3933 or email at frank@kaylalogistics.com. Frank is up to date on what's going on with everything, including the very confusing tariffs going on at the moment. So definitely reach out to him. And next up, we have Felon for Life. I see Jay just tuned in. And Felon for Life is a motorcycle repair, or just if you want to add any accessories on, whether it's...
Right, it's not just repair, right. He customizes...
Any aftermarket accessories or stock stuff, whatever you got, Jay will put it on. He specializes in Harleys, but we'll work on any bike, like you said.
Any bike.
And he's been doing a lot of work for me. He has a lot of work to go with some of the projects I picked up, which is his fault because he's the one that sent me the picture, so...
Yes.
Jay, we definitely got to work on getting that bike over to you. But Jay does a couple of really cool things. One is if you have a motorcycle and you want to work on it yourself, he'll help you.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
So you get to work on your own bike.
Learn as you go.
Learn it, right.
Right, so instead of trying to watch the YouTube channel, you can't really talk to the guy, or if you guys are as old as me with the old children's manual, trying to understand what the hell they were saying. Jay will actually be there to advise you, and help you through. Basically teaching you how to repair your own bike. Maybe it's a simple oil change or whatever. He's amazing.
YouTube channels have helped me not burn my house down.
And Jay's a really good guy, and he's trying to help vets get back on the road.
That's his thing,
So we're going to talk, Jay, because I want to help him too.
I actually saw his, somebody was talking about him, and I'm a car guy, so there was a Facebook group, and they were talking about different mechanics and resto places, and they were mentioning he had a whole feed on just him alone. So it was
there you go, Jay. Advertising's
working.
Keep it going.
I saw the company there first, and then when I started watching your show, I was like, oh, okay, there you go. Well, came full circle.
Yeah.
You can also go by and just have a beer. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
There you go. Even better.
And he has a full trailer, fully enclosed trailer, so you can actually pick up your bike.
Oh, wow.
You don't always have to get it to him. He can bring it to you and drop it off.
And it's going to save you a lot of money over
you bring it to Nassau
He's got
County
every
Harley,
base covered, this guy.
I'm going to buy a motorcycle just to do that.
You could be like a Cool Rider
with that too.
He could be like Cool Rider from Grease too.
And next up, we have the Irish Pub. Speaking of Frank, before we were there this weekend. Saturday they had was it Saturday? Sunday. Wow.
Sunday was their first ever cornhole tournament.
Yes.
Frank helped organize it. Frank from Kayla Logistics helped out Sean. Sean owns the Irish Pub, and sounds like it was a great success.
I would say for the as hot as it was yesterday, it was a great success.
It's 110 degrees outside. They had 11 teams, from what I understand, and
something like I didn't remember.
I think that's what Frank posted.
I got there early and started drinking vodka.
Okay, all right. So
that's what you want to do in 110 degrees.
Surprisingly, I didn't win.
And holding some bags. I'm not gonna say what kind of bags, but he was holding some bags.
But
kept throwing the bags at people, but whatever.
the Irish Pub is also doing guest bartending nights. Tonight's one of them. They do it every Monday and Wednesday.
Monday, Wednesday, yeah.
And there's a
we know who's
$500 cash prize. He did not give me that info, but he could type it in if he's
Sean
listening.
or V, if you could see who that is real quick.
And karaoke on Friday night with a $30 open bar. I believe that's from 10 to midnight.
Yes.
And August 10th is going to be a beer pong tournament at 9 p.m.
Nice.
So
And
like I
for
just went back to
$30,
college.
the open bar is kind of like
Yeah.
a joke. If
who can't drink $30
$30
worth
bucks,
of 2
I can do
hours?
that on my head.
Right.
And they still
I've
have
ended
open
up on my
spots. I don't know if either one of you guys bartend or if you're interested in it, but he's got some open spots for the
I
guest
think we
bartending.
drink more than we bartend. So
Well, that's the great part about bartending. You just serve yourself, and
That's
Everybody's
I'm
a
not
winner.
allowed behind the bar no more.
We're not allowed in front of the bar either, but
and yeah, just a special shout out also to Fred Watkins, who did the Newman Show logo. He's a really cool guy, big gun guy, Second Amendment guy.
Yeah.
I will eventually be working out a show with him. And
Yeah, I
just gonna
can't
throw
wait.
his-
Just back to the Irish Pub. I kind of missed. He's located in Baldwin.
Yes.
On Merrick Road.
between Milburn and Grand Avenue, closer to Grand Avenue. And yeah, it's just a cool place to hang out. I was going to talk about it a little bit more anyway, because we go there just to hang out.
Food, darts.
Play darts,
you know,
yeah. I think
whatever.
there's going to be a summer dart tournament or something coming up too.
Okay.
So as I find information on that, I will
And
give it
also,
to
like
you.
you said, tonight's guest bartending, so if you want to go have a cocktail, head down, help out. I don't even know who the guest is tonight, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be happy to see
But you know what? It's going to be a fun time regardless.
Right.
So let's get to you guys. Anyone who doesn't know, we've had you guys on before in the other show, Pamela School
Yes.
Cats and Comics. So just for the new listeners, I actually met Frank at an improv class in Freeport. That was your second time.
First time.
First
That was my
time.
first time,
But
yeah.
now he's an expert. He's level 2, so he's way above me now. He's pro
He's
level.
a comedian now.
Listen, I only was level 2 because the other level 1 class I had was terrible. You guys, if I would have had you and Jen and a few of the others from the original class, we'd all be level 2.
There's some really cool people there, including Jen.
Yes.
We all met each other, and some of us kept in touch with each other. And
very
it turns out that he had a podcast with Larry, and we were starting the Pinups and Cool Cats at that time. So we started hanging out and talking and
Commiserating.
having you guys on the show. So
Yeah.
why don't you tell us a little bit about what the Better Half podcast is?
Well,
And where you can find it.
okay, well, that's his job. He plugs us because I forget every time.
I'm the pitch guy.
There you go.
I'm the teller.
Well, basically,
I'm the teller.
Larry had a few podcasts going on his little network there, and I was itching to do one. I needed an outlet because
Itching? I don't know if itching would be the word. I would say just outright jabbing me.
it was more
I
like
want a pod. I want a pod.
I was more like OJ stabbing him. I want a podcast, or I will.
Yours truly.
And so I came up with an idea of the better half. I'm married. I'm the married guy. He's single, and we compare and contrast our lives.
Well, he's obviously smarter.
I was just going to say Larry's obviously the smarter one when it comes to that. When it comes to that, because there's other
to
things.
a degree.
he's,
To a degree. But
The shirt alone
into
tells
that.
you why I am single. But that as it may.
But so yeah, then we basically compare lives. We basically rip into each other for the most part, and we try to stick to topic, but we always go off on tangents. And
We've known each other for what? 20
Almost
years?
20 years,
Almost
yeah.
at this point, when we
Jesus Christ.
do the recording, like when we tried sticking to the topic, life married, life single, but then we become friends. Well, we're already friends sometimes, and we just start BSing, and it just goes off on a tangent, which I still think is what makes the show pretty good, because we still have kind of our ideas and what still, is going to be the better half. But it's been fun. It's been
And they've had like hot girl contests. Actually.
Yeah,
in person.
Well, actually, it wasn't sexist. There were different categories.
we have the we took a we had our own version of a March Madness, so we
Okay.
called it March Babeness, and
Okay.
we have different categories. We had we had 80s MILFs, we had childhood crushes, porn stars, internet stars, news anchors, and we bracket them, and
but it wasn't just
And now,
straight
who
up.
voted on it?
It was
Listeners?
we
Or watchers?
voted. We got it to the final two, and then we let our listeners decide. They voted. They voted on the final. So it was the
So it
voting
you
was
guys
completely
comparing and basically like looking at a picture like, Bo Derek back in whatever.
right.
versus-
But
we try and so in today's day and age, we're trying not to be like, oh, just who's straight up hottest. Like if it was mid '90s, we'd go that route. But
Right.
I like how we did it because yes, as much as it was who was the most attractive, like who had the longest tenure as far as
Longevity career.
longevity career,
Right. Okay.
who
There were other
kind of gives back to the community almost.
There were other
Was a
factors,
tiebreaker?
involved. Though we had to, at one point, I think we were so deadlocked, we had to flip a coin
Flip a coin
because
to this point.
because both of us presented two arguments. I think that was between Susanna Hoffs and
Samantha Fox.
It
Maybe?
might have been Samantha Fox, but we.
Susanna Hoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
would just-
so
Or was it Debbie Gibson?
it might
I
have
would
been.
pick
Yeah,
Susanna
that was,
Hoffs.
it was
I
the
don't-
second. They met
yeah.
somehow. They met up in the second round. But our first.
seating was a
We've done it
bitch.
2 years now. Our first winner, the finalist was Pam Anderson and Leah Thompson. Believe it or not,
Wow,
from
Leah.
back,
Wait,
back to
hold
the
on.
future.
Before you even say anything, who would you have
has a
picked?
career?
Who would you have
From
picked
what?
between those two?
Pam Anderson.
See, I picked Leah Thompson.
See, Pam
so-
Anderson was my pick.
Dude, I don't think I've ever, honestly, sorry, Leah, never jerked off to her, but Pam.
Well, apparently you've never seen the 37-second scene in Howard the Duck.
Exactly.
I mean, I've lost many potential kids to Pam. You know what I mean?
See, Pam just got two fake and plastic.
she did,
If
yeah.
you get original Pam Anderson before all the work,
Oh my
yeah,
that
God.
would have been
course.
tough. That would have been
Oh, no,
real
yeah.
tough. I probably
Right,
would have
Tommy
went
Lee,
Pam.
Pam
No,
Anderson gave
no,
up.
even before that, she was like a St. Pauli girl.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
bullshit.
she was
Full time.
She was
Home
full time.
Improvement.
She was on Home Improvement.
Yep.
Right, Home
Yeah,
Improvement.
that's
That Pam Anderson I would have picked, but the
That's
Pam
when
Anderson
she was
everybody
still
knows,
Canadian,
too-
right.
way
That-
too
that's-
plastic and fake
that
for me.
hurt her in the
Sorry,
end.
still take
You know.
Nah.
Well,
So-
like I said, there was many factors.
I
and
heard she got
surpri-
rid of the Hep C, so we're good now.
all right.
Well,
Okay,
that's if
all
we would
right.
have known that.
Now we got to go back.
We have to.
do
We
the
would
whole
have
goddamn thing.
We're going to put the vote back
All
up.
right,
So.
going back up again.
But yeah, and then we have at Christmas time we have a very special episode, and we basically base that on a very special episode. Has nothing to do with married life or single life. It's just we have a friend, another host of another show, join us, and we basically break down a very special episode from a television show back in the
Okay.
80s.
Like the first one we did was one of the Happy Days.
Happy
when
Days. Fonzie
celebrated
was all
Christmas.
alone on Christmas.
Oh my God.
And we broke it
And
down
then,
and just how bad and cheesy it was. And then what was
And
the
then we
second
did
one?
Saved by the Bell, the very famous speed episode. Caffeine episode.
Yes,
You know,
when Jesse
with
was,
the, I'm so
ODing
excited.
on the caffeine pills.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
And we have
So,
a lot
yeah.
of fun. Plus, we also, when we do have
Plus,
guests,
she went on to do Showgirls, so.
which I mean,
well-
shocking that did not win any awards. I know.
Mama Mormon is saying she's so proud of you.
My mother.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't
She
know
has
what
no choice.
What she
I'm
has
the
to
only
be
one.
proud.
And Bill is saying that he went to high school with Deborah Gibson, but I think she's back to Debbie Gibson.
She's
now.
back to Debbie,
She's
yeah.
back to
Yeah.
Debbie.
It's not
I
Deborah.
think when her and Tiffany started making sci-fi channel movies.
I'm
she had no
not going to
choice.
lie. I did go see them at Westbury.
I'd see him.
Debbie Gibson and
I would absolutely
Tiffany,
see
and I was like 3 rows from the stage. And let me tell you,
I think
Debbie
you're alone now.
held
Oh.
up. Oh, Debbie
I
held
didn't
up.
see it. Yeah.
That was a good one.
And hi to everybody that's watching. Carl Rogers checking in from Florida.
What's
Frank
up?
Valentino.
Joe.
Roger has his own podcast too, the Foo Bar Weekly, which is on Tuesday nights.
Great name.
And he has some real interesting topics too.
Awesome.
He's Ask the Escort.
Yes.
Stuff he has going on.
Funny guy.
Yes.
We try to stay. We try to be non-political, or just because we're raunchy in every other regard.
Yeah, I think
but
it's funny enough as is.
but sometimes we have
guests.
we have Donald Trump stops by sometimes.
See, you say you're non-political, but yet this guy right here attacks pineapple pizza, Hawaiian pizza.
Listen,
And
I can't account,
wait,
account for
before
bad
you even
taste.
say anything, I want to let you know we have a surprise plan for you. The doors are locked, and you must have 4 slices of Hawaiian pizza before
you're
you
not
leave.
getting out.
Good Lord, bring on the pie because I have no problem flinging it against that wall.
We did this on our
Yes, they
podcast.
did, actually.
So I surprised Larry because I found out through Dennis's many posts about Hawaiian pizza that I was like,
Work of the
there's
devil.
a place actually in Belmore that makes it, and it's not
good.
Domino's.
It's
and
really
it is
good,
very
too.
good. So I went on. We were recording at his house one day, and I went and I brought 2 slices, and I scoffed mine down, and I forced him to eat a slice on air, and
It did
I
not
honestly
go
didn't
well.
like it.
audio-wise was nauseating, but watching it,
It was pretty
I
funny.
wish I would have filmed it because we
I
tried
hear-
doing it on Instagram, but it was
I've
he
got
was
those reviews on.
I did see the
almost
clip. It was funny.
crying like a 5-year-old,
No,
almost
no, it
crying.
was
You thought it was disgusting before you even put it to your mouth. You didn't even give it a fair chance.
Because the idea of that, like the sweetness of the pineapple and and ham. Well, ham's not sweet. Well, it could be if it's cured. But it's like
Thank you, Butcher Larry.
The nice rib cut.
Oh, if it's honey glazed maple, possibly.
I just
Honey
it
glazed
doesn't,
it,
it just
uh-huh.
doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand this whole pineapple pizza thing. I think now at this point it's just.
Here's the thing. I like it.
Okay.
Honestly, I do like it. But the fact that it annoys people makes me eat it more and post
Correct.
more
I
on
think-
Facebook just to annoy the people that can't
Also
stand
because I'm not used to I feel like pineapple is not a fruit designed to be warm.
I disagree. There's a lot of
Put it
Chinese
on
food.
top.
You've
Okay.
never had a shish
Three of you can go
kebab?
straight to hell then.
You've never had a shish kebab with like
With pineapple,
and cherry?
and there's a lot of Chinese food
think
that has a
so.
sliced pineapple in it.
No, I don't think I've
well,
ever
you
had
gotta
that.
get away from Applebee's.
You would think. Look at me. You think I'd dive into any food that there is,
Well,
but
pineapple is a fruit, so.
well, that's what that's supposed to mean.
You don't
You
need
have to
enough
get through that rough outer skin. It's terrible.
Well, I've actually
bite into
since exposing my my likeness for that slice of pizza, I've caught a lot of heat from some of my friends about it, but I don't care. I mean, look, it's good,
But see, I don't know why that one specifically gets attacked. Because there's a lot of crap on pizza.
Oh yeah,
There's some good, some bad. I don't get the whole anchovy thing on pizza.
Oh, my
Listen,
father loves anchovies
my-
on pizza.
my-
I don't
get
think
it at all.
salad should be on pizza.
my
That's a
family
weird
owned a
one.
restaurant when I was younger, and they didn't have all these crazy. Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
I didn't have all these crazy ass toppings on.
You still haven't.
Yeah, I know. I'm warming up.
Okay.
So going now, and I see all these pizzas. There's a place locally here that had a fried galamad slice, and I'm like, well, how long has that been sitting out?
no,
I would never eat that. No, it's
Yeah.
disgusting. My wife, she's a traditionalist. It's either pepperoni or plain. I've just gotten her into like barbecue chicken slices, but that's as far as she'll go. But I mean,
Don't get me wrong. I love going to like Rosa's in Penn Station.
Very good.
Phenomenal
Ooh,
pizza.
yeah, I've
and
had
I
it.
don't
Wow.
want anything on that
Well,
pizza.
that's also
I just
good when
want
you're
the
coming
pizza.
home drunk from a
Gotcha.
bar. It's.
Oh, nothing better.
I want to take a trip there just to pick up the pizza and bring it home. That's how good it is.
So here we go. Grilled pineapple. Forget about it.
Yeah.
All right, Chris Johnson, thank you.
And V's saying the coconut curry soup has pineapple and shrimp in it.
My mom goes, it's like
That
Olive
actually
Garden
sounds
pizza.
good.
Frank Valentino, you can't put cucumbers on the pizza, but they do. Some of the salad pizzas have
slices,
it.
right? Yeah.
It's like Olive Garden pizza.
No, Olive Garden. Because when my family comes from Italy, when they come into New York, I take them to Olive Garden.
I love
that's,
Olive Garden.
When you hear your family.
That's the
See,
worst.
now, I want to
the
defend.
worst.
I want to
Could be
defend
German
Olive
and
Garden,
Irish and make-
and hear me out before you
Okay,
attack me.
I'll listen.
I like Olive Garden like a chain restaurant, like you would, let's just say White Castle.
Okay.
It's not Peter Luger's.
Okay.
It's White Castle. So I go to the Olive Garden expecting Olive Garden food, and it's good. It's not Matteo's. It's not. Why am I drawing blanks on these great Italian restaurants right now?
Because they're not that great.
Miaposo.
Miaposo.
Th-
The good
these-
Carmine's,
those
not the
are
bad.
real Italian restaurants.
Right.
I would not compare that to an Olive Garden, but Olive
Right,
Garden
right.
on its own is a good
It's-
franchise Italian place.
You made a pretty good analogy with the White Castle there.
Yeah.
It's not Luger's. It's White Castle.
Right.
It's like going to Red Lobster for excellent seafood. Like there's so many other
yeah,
places.
you're not gonna get it
But
there.
sometimes
You're-
you want a cheap lobster.
Yeah.
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 Red Lobster wouldn't even compare to,
No.
I only go to
Oh,
Red
my dad's
Lobster
a
if I get a gift card to Red
Yeah.
Lobster. So that's basically.
Their Cheddar Bay biscuits are probably the best.
That's-
thing.
That was all
That
very
is
good.
what I
That's
like.
Well,
worth it.
here's
yes.
why. Here's why.
Piccolo Bussola,
Here's why I have.
Umberto's.
wait,
Now-
here's-
now the names
wait,
are
Here's
coming
why
in.
I have the better half. My wife knows how to make those cheddar biscuits.
Really?
Your wife doesn't. Oh, that's right. That's why I
Taking
have that.
shots
I
right
don't
now.
ever have to go to Red Lobster if I want those. I go, honey, can you make those biscuits again? No problem. And they're perfect.
You never told me this.
Well, you never asked.
Well, now next time I come over to record,
I've invited you over for dinner
Stephanie,
1,000
if
times. You're
watching-
like, no. Why? Because there's kids at the table.
Well, Jay just brought up a good point. We have enough time to get a pie delivered with multiple toppings to eat on the air. So let's just try everything on. We'll get a pie with everything.
All right, I'm down.
Pineapple, ham, anchovies,
If it-
sausage.
There's a pizzeria right down the block.
There's
right?
one right next door.
Right next door.
Anchovies. No,
Challenge.
I hated making a pie with anchovies at my dad's restaurant. It was, I would just like.
There's a lot of
the
things
worst.
I tried that sounded disgusting, but strangely did work together. And, especially as a kid, I didn't want to try anything new.
Right.
I hate sushi. Ugh, that's gross.
Oh,
this
God,
is
yeah.
gross. That's gross. But you go to a good place like Mocha, I still don't know if I like sushi or if I just like mocha, because mocha is a different level.
I can't do sushi.
I feel like a lot of that.
Try
shit-
mocha, and I'm saying that because a lot of people
That's
told me
not
they
what a
hated
cooked
it.
roll.
And yeah,
I've done whatever I guess it's the California roll. Is that the cooked roll?
No, well, it is. That's artificial crab or whatever.
yeah.
Oh, good to know.
But if you get something like shrimp or lobster, it's obviously not going to
it's
be
what I'm
raw.
allergic
It is
to.
cooked.
Fantastic.
They have like a shrimp tempura roll. They have stuff. It's not. You know, I the first sushi I tried was like a cheap takeout place, and I thought it was disgusting. Then I tried high-end sushi, and I was like, wow, that is really good.
I'm getting hungry, and I just had a burger before we
Yeah.
got here.
Yeah, we just ate. I actually could eat again.
Yeah, let's
so
order that pizza.
Fat.
we could go to Kirch's up the block afterwards.
Taco Bell makes pizza as well. Yeah, they had the Mexican pizza.
So White Castle, Taco Bell, these are all like
And
I'm
one
stone food.
establishments.
These are stone food.
Taco Bell is good too. It has its place.
Yeah,
Is it the
absolutely.
best Mexican food?
No.
The best tacos? No,
No.
but it.
No, but they do say it's one of the healthiest fast
That
foods.
is very
That's
true.
true.
That's
So-
absolutely true. And
Yeah.
free delivery on Grubhub
Oh, I didn't know
That's what I
that.
have
or
to deal with.
Postmates, one of them.
You would
that's
you
great.
do all that Postmate. I'm old. I just learned how to Instagram. So I don't know any of this.
Yeah,
stuff.
V saying she tried sushi
Oh,
cones. She
yes,
loved
I
it,
told
but
her, yeah, it's
nothing,
amazing.
nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I've had has compared to mocha yet.
So
Larry, I will make you a homemade pizza.
who said that?
Larry,
Chicken
Oh,
is
okay,
fish.
there we go.
you know what?
No, yes, my mother's.
Oh,
Actually,
never
not my
mind,
cousin.
never mind,
It's my
never
cousin.
mind. That's
I
great.
don't know what your mom means
Yeah.
by that. But
So, this is how stupid I was when I was little.
Was?
So, growing up when I was younger,
is it going to be like a chicken of the sea?
oh, kind of, sort
Okay.
of. So, my mother would serve fish every now and again, and I wouldn't eat it.
Oh,
Like, I don't want
so
nothing to do with it.
chicken is fish.
So eventually, she went, "It's not fish, it's chicken." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And for years, I would eat it,
Yeah.
thinking it was chicken.
Well, here's how
and for the longest time, it was fish. And I think at that point, my parents go, "Man, our son's dumb."
Well, I don't want to. I don't want
As
to.
they watch the short bus go away, he's licking the window. They're
Honestly.
like,
I don't want to be one upper, but I didn't need my parents to have me think it was chicken.
I
I was just an idiot. I'm like, fish doesn't come in a can. I thought I was just eating chopped up chicken with mayonnaise.
God.
So until I looked at it,
stupid.
I'm like, oh, that's disgusting.
Well, have you done that with your kids? Tricked them into
Yeah, V. I
Yes.
definitely am a sushi snob. I
My,
will admit that.
last night, my wife thought it was a great idea in 100-degree weather to make a Thanksgiving in July kind of meal. So we had turkey, mashed
That's a
potatoes.
thing.
Yeah, and
let's put
my
it in the
son.
oven at 425 for 8 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Great
Yeah.
idea.
So
Just
we
leave it
had
on the sidewalk for a couple hours.
we had turkey and mashed potatoes and all the works yesterday. And my son goes, "I don't like turkey." I'm like, "We didn't make turkey, Joe. We made chicken." And he's like, "Oh, okay. I'll eat chicken."
There you go.
So and
Apple
you know,
doesn't fall too far.
yeah, and yeah, exactly. And meatloaf. He hates meatloaf. So I'll take. I'm like, I didn't make-
Salisbury steaks.
well, I'll take a slice of the meatloaf. I'll put it in a bun, and I'm like, yeah, I made you a hamburger instead. And he just, oh, yeah. I'm like,
Nice.
I'm
Well,
like, I
you
kind
know
of
what?
worry about it. You know, is he dumb? Or is he just, he's just a 7-year-old gullible kid.
Tell me you haven't gotten chicken from a Chinese restaurant that has no consistency or look of a chicken whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I
Guilty. Oh, yeah.
I-
Let me think it's chicken.
think
I'm
I
fine
don't
with it.
chicken
What
with
I
a
don't know,
tail.
what I
You're
don't
like-
know is fine.
yeah, whatever.
What if
Yeah.
I don't? Whatever. What's it? What I don't know is not going to kill me. So yeah, no. I've gotten some strange meat substance
Yeah.
at a Chinese food place, but
Be careful of that strange
that's
meat.
what you put duck sauce on.
And how does McDonald's make a burger for like a quarter? You know, and they add
their
extra
salad's
patty on it.
$9.
Yeah, so who
That's
knows
why I'm
what they're
fat.
making that with? I'm sure you saw
much
the
is
Yeah,
chicken
that's
nugget
why.
thing.
Bring back the McRib.
Yeah, who knows what
That's
McRib
why
even
you're
is.
fat.
Yeah, no, has anybody ever identified a McRib?
No.
No.
Oh no, but it's amazing. I've only had it once in my life.
Anything that says gelatinous, I've
I've had that,
No,
but I haven't
thank
had a
you.
Twinkie.
You've never had a
Never had a
Twinkie?
Twinkie.
Get the hell away! You're walking home tonight.
Yes.
How do you never have a Twinkie?
Because I never went into a store and purchased a Twinkie and opened the wrapper.
when the
and
apocalypse
had it.
comes and that's all that's left, you're not getting
Yeah,
any of
yeah,
my
that's-
supply. So that's done. Never had a Twinkie.
Nope.
Disgusting.
I'm proud of that.
You know what? I just want to say before we continue, because I always forget, Cyclone has his show before us.
Oh, yes,
In the
yes,
Cage with
yes.
Cyclone. He always promotes us, and I always forget to promote myself and him and
No, we
everybody else.
got to put him on the cards from now on. He should be.
So check out In the Cage with Cyclone. He's on right before us from 7 to 8. And it's all fight sports. It's
Yeah,
wrestling,
I like it.
boxing.
Yeah, we watch it
MMA,
some-
yeah.
If you watch it, that guy's up to date on it all.
We were watching some of it when we were
Even some
in
of
the
like
green
the
room.
lower, like One and some of these other like
Yeah,
up and coming.
PFL
he
and
knows
stuff
all
like
about
that,
them,
yeah.
right?
So,
So now I will read Jay's comment. 'Cause
yeah,
I'm
we're all looking
Staring
at it too. We're all looking
This
at
is
it.
hysterical.
Jay writes, "Where are we going here, guys? Sounds like 4 grown men hiding behind food reviews to cover emotional issues." Yeah.
No, that's basically it.
Listen,
Well,
we're not
yeah,
listen,
anything. All right.
food is,
Just so Well, you know, none of us are wearing pants. Anyway.
I wasn't told to.
You know, food is an emotional thing, and
Well, and that's not actually. Well, it's make wrestling a
wasn't
great. It's a
told.
Muga shirt, not a Muga shirt. But he wants to know how you can wear a Muga shirt and never eaten a Twinkie. Remove the shirt.
Yeah, it's 9 line.
But you do have an American flag on there, and I don't
hey,
know
9 line is
how
9
you.
line, baby.
But how do you wear that without ever eating a Twinkie? That's very un-American. Very un-American.
Someone
you're
bring me
a
a
Russian.
Twinkie.
You're a Russian bot.
Someone in the back, bring me a Twinkie.
You're
please.
a Russian bot.
Cyclone does review WWE as it is now, but yeah,
Right.
wrestling.
WWF. Get out of the chat room.
TNA or whatever the other ones are out there now, and any fight sport he will cover.
TNA?
They're not around anymore.
They're not on anymore.
They're
you're
Impact
more the
Wrestling
wrestling guy.
now.
So it's Impact Wrestling.
Yeah,
Okay,
Impact
I'm
Wrestling.
out.
He got, when if I even mention wrestling on the better half, Frank just zones out. I can see it in his eyes.
You know what it is?
And
I don't know
doesn't
how.
even put up with the story.
I just know I'll sit there because I'm usually working the news aspect of it. So I'm trying to get. We have a bit called Old News where I read old news. Basically, it
Original.
could be a week old, 200 years old, whatever. And
This week in 1954.
well, no, but it's usually a very strange article. At first, it had to do with relationships and stuff, but it just got wackier and wackier. So Larry tries to guess what state it comes from. It's usually Florida or Arizona.
I was just gonna say if it's insane, it's got to be Florida.
Yeah, so
and Visa's hacking you now too.
Yeah, I know everyone's
I'm sure
attacking
you
me.
saw
I'm used
that.
to it.
Never
Never
had a
had a
Twinkie.
Twinkie.
That's so un-American.
Don't
It
worry.
is.
On the drive home, I will make sure
And
we
that is
stop
coming
off
from a
and get
Haitian
Twinkie.
calling you un-American because she's even had a Twinkie. So just letting you know.
What about a fried Twinkie?
That's still a
counts.
Twinkie. That does
Okay.
count.
Well, I still haven't had it, but I'm just kidding.
Well, then no, it doesn't count.
How do you call yourself an American? You disgust me.
Have you ever
father's
heard
gonna blow
of
through the
Reese's
doors.
peanut butter cups?
If I had a
Yeah,
white glove,
okay.
I'd smack you. Get me a
Just
white
checking.
glove. Well, that was just demanding
But
things.
we need this on our podcast.
I need a rider.
Where were we? But that's
So yeah, actually, Bill mentioned this before, and he's saying it again. He says you're a great impressionist, and he wants to hear a little Macho Man.
I don't do Macho Man, so I don't know what Bill's talking about.
okay.
I do. Like I said, we have. It's not impressions. I mean, we have Trump come to our show every now and then, and then
he just barges right into sometimes.
yeah,
He
I'll
just-
be in the middle of a sentence, and
just
then
takes the
he
mic from him.
I hear somebody coming down the stairs, and
Yeah.
I don't know how he gets in. I don't know where he parks, but I just.
He's a president. He can do whatever he
He
wants.
pretty
This
much
is true.
can, and then he's out like within like 2-3 minutes.
Done. Just
So-
you know. I mean, I deal with him. You know, I talk with him, and he's always having his fair share in our topics, what we talk about, and he's free when whatever he wants to say. But he's just the rudeness of just ripping the mic out. But again, we've.
I've
used it at this
actually
point.
gotten thrown out of the studio
That was
when
funny,
he
that
comes
time.
in. He just like he's
Secret
like,
Service was
get
a bitch
out,
that
you know.
day.
But and
He
then
tries. He tries to
I
do an
can't
impression.
do it. And then originally, in the beginning of the podcast, we had our Bill Cosby's cousin.
Frank Cosby.
Fred Cosby.
Fred Cosby, excuse me.
Fred Cosby, and Fred Cosby would come and call up, and he's visiting Bill in Pennsylvania often, so he
Haven't
doesn't
heard from him
really.
in a
He
while.
doesn't, yeah, maybe he'll show up in the next show, but
But
you know,
the most annoying of all our guests that we have.
It's annoying.
Well,
it's annoying for me
well, it's
because
annoying
he
for
takes
you.
me. I get possessed by the ghost of Harry Carey. So
And at that point, I get very scared sometimes because Harry Carey doesn't care.
Harry Carey apparently in heaven is very sexist and racist. So he says,
Not overly, not overly.
It's
Just
subtle,
the tones are very
it's subtle,
low.
but
Harry Carey.
it leaves me with a very bad headache afterwards. So we're not going to do it.
No, no.
I
but-
hope he doesn't take over. So.
But it's crazy because he just takes over Frank, and it's like it's basically Will Ferrell's Harry Carey.
It's basically
And
yeah.
one of
It's
the
like a
funniest things.
bad impression of Will Ferrell doing a bad impression
It's-
of Harry Carey. So-
I live for those moments.
Yeah.
When I just hope it doesn't happen on the car ride home.
Mike does some impressions too. He could probably show you later. He does a great Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Let me get my
And if
cigar.
you-
Bill?
I got my cigar. So.
And if you don't know what a Twinkie is, you know,
he can show you.
can be playing a finger.
Oh, hey now.
Same color and cream filled, guaranteed.
This
Now, have you ever had
this
a
got very
crocodile?
awkward.
I'm sorry.
Have you ever had a chocodile? This chocodile
why
was
is a
basically a
crocodile
chocolate covered Twinkie.
Oh, yeah.
That's really what it was.
No, well, if I never had a Twinkie, I never had that.
Devil
Well, no, it was
dog?
called the
Did you ever have a
Crocodile.
devil dog?
Yes.
This
Also,
podcast
you're not-
was
But never had a
gonna
frozen
revolve
devil
around
dog.
food.
No, me neither. I
So-
never, you know.
And they advertise that.
What are you going to do with a
Chocolate
frozen
covered
devil
devil
dog?
Frozen devil dog.
I don't know.
Frozen- it says right on the
He's
box.
the one that said it. I wasn't
Freeze
me.
a devil dog.
Mom?
I don't know. There's a lot of food.
Why are we talking about food? I don't know. I don't know. Let's talk about the podcast. Let's talk about something.
Talk about my other podcast.
More about the podcast.
Let's say we did the
Door
March
shopping.
Babe. We discussed that. We actually have, Larry and I, because we have a long history. We've known each other almost 20 years, right?
On and off.
And we just actually just have a good time. Like I said, we go off on a lot of tangents. We kind of have a topic, we take care of it, and then we just talk about what's going on in our lives. One of the things we do is where Larry gets to talk about purchases he makes that I can't because I have a family and a mortgage and
responsibilities.
So
I don't know what the value of a dollar is.
You're not buying the WWE Championship belt? And,
no, I have no belts. Like
The
he
one
just
that
told
has
me.
a spinning thing in the
I
middle?
do have one of them, yeah.
He just talked about 2 purchases recently when he went away to Philadelphia, and I did the math quickly in my head, and I was like, well, that was my oil bill, and that was my water bill.
Well, to be
How
fair, we
pretty
kind of
were
have the
they?
same thing as I'm going out and buying cars and motorcycles.
That's no.
The
he's
2
the
motorcycles
same way.
last month alone.
Yeah.
You still have that big old Plymouth?
No, I
yeah.
sold that.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, I saw that for sale. Wish I had the money. I would have bought that. I
I
like
could have
it.
loaned it to you.
No, Brian's asking. We talked about the Bagel Boss guy, and
Oh.
We actually asked him to be on our podcast.
We
I'm
did.
still
We
waiting to
reached
hear
out.
back from him.
no,
but-
he
don't want him anymore.
charges.
Oh, I figured
saw
he
somebody
did.
else asking. He only does paying ones.
You know, when this came out, when this,
You know, when he pulls his home up to your home.
honest, like the video.
But he also said he lived with his parents. He's so full of shit.
The
Doing
video
a lot of doobie smoking, living in a van down by the river. Guy's a loser. I'm sorry, he's
the
a
video
loser.
comes out.
He's
The
a
video
fuck-
first hits the
You know what?
internet.
But we're giving him his 15 minutes, and
That's why
us
I won't mention
mentioning
his
him
name.
again. But still,
I was just gonna say because at first I'm like, all right, this guy, as much as he was being a jerk for yelling and screaming in the store, he almost felt in the beginning. You almost felt bad
Right.
for him, like,
Oh,
all
not
right,
me.
no, but I'm
Right
just
off the
like,
bat, I was like,
Yeah,
"What's
I
this
felt
guy's
bad for him.
problem?"
Well,
But then when I saw that he all of a sudden now he has like a new YouTube page, a new Instagram.
Well, no, it's not new.
page.
He's had
always
the
had a
YouTube.
YouTube page.
No, but he
He's been
changed
trying.
it.
Oh,
he
he changed
created
it?
a new
Okay.
one.
What happened was originally I posted I felt bad for this guy, and I'm like, this guy would be perfect for our show because it's about dating. You know,
Well, that's where I posted his YouTube
right,
channel.
Right,
You
so,
know,
right.
yeah.
So I said he would be perfect, but then I started looking at his YouTube feed, his original YouTube feed. He was angry guy at 7-Eleven, angry guy here, angry guy,
Right.
and then he was doing stuff where he was
became big.
messing with his buddy, I guess
Yeah.
Rick the Jew or something. His name was it was.
Yeah.
But and I was like, I'm like this guy. He's doing this on purpose, you know. Like I said, at first I felt sorry for him because I've been in that situation where, I had before I met my wife. I was single for like 2 years. I was like in a really bad rut, and I was like, if this one doesn't work out, it's priesthood or I'm leaving the country, Epstein Island maybe. I don't know, but
I hope not.
so I kind of felt bad for the guy because I'm like, this is a guy who's obviously been beaten down by whatever. I never did any of the dating apps, but he's been getting it left and right, and he
I was
lost
calling
it. And he lost
shenanigans
it.
right from that though, because I don't think anyone said you're so short you should kill yourself
Right.
on a dating app. I'm
Right,
not buying it.
Maybe join a lollipop kid,
Yes.
but not kill
That was the
yourself.
first thing I put on when I put up a lollipop guild. But then after seeing his YouTube page and then seeing how he was reacting, and then News 12 gave him 9-minute interview.
Yeah.
I was like,
And he
Jesus.
called
See,
himself
that
as
was-
Martin
No,
Luther
when he goes,
King.
I'm a
Yeah,
prophet.
that was
I'm like, oh,
it.
this guy's a douche. So
Yeah, Jay, you're right. He is smart, and so is the Cash Me Outside
Yeah,
girl.
no, Jay, you're
But
100%
here's what
that-
pissed me
that
off about it.
idiot
Not
girl.
only did he get all that media attention, he was on the Jim Norton show. He's getting
Yeah.
paid for these interviews. He was just a Pop Seafood over the weekend in a dunk tank, so he got paid for that
oh
appearance.
God.
So here I am,
Yet he still lives
working
in a red
hard,
minivan.
as you guys are,
Yeah,
in
$50 million
entertainment.
15
But
minutes.
here's the thing. I'm working hard in entertainment, whether it's been the band, this show, comedy, you name it that I'm trying to. I'm getting back into acting again, and I'm working my ass off trying to
Poor
do this,
business is slow.
wondering if I'm wasting my time.
Exactly,
Maybe I should just
exactly.
go around and act like an asshole
Well,
and have
that-
him film me.
Absolutely.
Until one of it catches, and then boom, I'm a star.
Ow.
Trying to
There
get
you go,
famous.
that's it.
Wait, we are filming right now.
News 12.
No, but like
you're right,
I absolutely agree because again, my day job I can't stand. It's not a mystery.
Yeah, I want to
But,
discuss that too.
Yeah, I've always kind of felt like I needed an outlet in podcasting. Like I had a blog, I had the vlog, I did all these other things, and I was like, the improv class. I was like, oh, maybe I can meet somebody there, do something, just to get myself out there and to get more exposure and more, confidence, especially in front of the camera and behind the mic. yeah, it's like, do I just need to do something stupid, become viral, and get my 15 minutes?
And he was offered
You know?
6 figures to do a celebrity fight.
It's ridiculous.
With some other, they don't have an
done.
opponent for him yet, so how much that is.
I'll see him fight Screech, but beyond that,
Jay, you're right. Well, let's do it, man.
Justin Bieber too. I'd like
Bieber,
to see
yeah.
that.
I don't, for 6 figures, I'll fight anybody. I don't care.
Right? Doesn't Bieber wants to fight Tom Cruise?
Yeah,
doesn't he?
I don't know where that came
But
from.
did you
right?
see Tom Cruise's original response?
Tom Cruise beat the
He goes,
balls
I don't
off
fight
that
women.
guy. Oh,
Did he
yeah.
really
Oh,
say
it was
that?
it was fantastic. It was the best burn ever. Yeah.
But it's these just viral videos that hit. But
You don't have to have talent anymore. You just have to
absolutely not.
catch.
It's
And you have to
those
catch,
are the
exactly.
same thing with YouTube influencers. Now,
Just like-
quote unquote.
that's- yeah, there
that
was just
drives
a whole
me
big
nuts.
thing.
Like Jay was talking about Bad Barbie or whatever she calls herself, to Catch Me Outside Girl. She's
Yeah,
like a
Catch Me
famous rapper now. She's
Yeah,
making
yeah.
a ton
But
of money.
is
Yes,
she?
no, yeah,
Like,
No, she's not famous, but she got a contract.
She
She
did.
made,
She made-
well,
contract.
so did what's his face for during
Yeah, hey, but listen,
William Hung or whatever his name
Fine,
was.
give me 6 figures to put out a bad album, and you'll never see me again. I'll be happy to take that.
Absolutely.
Pay off my house,
Come
pay
on,
off my
but
bills.
that's been going on forever.
Absolutely.
That part had-
Bobbitt had his dick cut off and ended up in porn. Right?
Good for
That's
him.
not
Talk
worth
about
it, though.
cash
I mean,
in.
Don't get any ideas.
No?
He's like,
That I'll pass on.
I just happened to
Yeah,
have
I like that exactly where it is.
but I'm saying,
And she
people
got fun for
cashing
litter.
in on their 15 minutes forever.
Nah,
All you have to
he
do
seems
is
to have a short.
once
No,
you
they
make-
always have, but now
one,
like
Brian.
people go out to be infamous instead of famous.
Yes,
That's
oh,
their
no, without a
intent.
doubt.
To
This other guy-
become YouTube or Instagram famous.
It's another, but
Absolutely.
then
Yeah.
you know, there's this other guy.
The fact that you become a millionaire.
What's her name? She was getting a lot of press. Belle Delphine.
Oh, the one, the Instagram.
She's like selling her bath water.
yeah,
or
yeah, and
some
like
shit.
apparently
Oh.
12 people got like hepatitis or something from it.
I
Yeah.
don't know if that was really true
they
or not, but
drink
if
it?
so, you probably
Well, I don't know
deserved it. Because why
I
would you
paid for
order
less, but
somebody's
Yeah, I
bath
know.
water?
Yeah,
and why
well,
would you
she's the
drink
one.
it?
She's got like the
I didn't get
animal
hepatitis,
ears
but I
or
have
something.
itching, so-
Yeah, she's like a cosplayer or something. I don't know the full story,
I
but
don't
she's some sort of cosplayer, and I think she was like thrown off of Instagram and whatever. I don't know.
She
I
was
guess
the one that was giving the vodka to her cat or something on Twitter.
I don't think so. But
That
she
was-
was,
oh, that was
she was
recently.
eating like raw eggs.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
doing
Twitter, anything goes.
crazy stuff.
That's
Twitter,
true.
you
Twitter
can
is
do.
hate-filled.
Yeah, but
Yours truly.
I actually found out about her from Ozzy Man Reviews.
Oh,
They
yeah,
did something
okay.
about her, and they were showing like some of the videos, and she's always dressed in something skimpy
Yeah.
and doing like playing with an octopus and.
Oh, I know what you're talking
She's
about.
got
now.
it.
Yeah.
Twitter,
I-
besides having like limited to 150, you could put a video of you doing anything. on
I've
it.
heard of
Anything goes.
them.
Yep.
Someone
Any
told me
orifice.
there's some
Oh,
nudes.
man.
of her.
And he does on his Instagram.
Oh yeah,
So follow
no,
him.
yeah,
And
no,
you
no,
are
that's- no, yeah, it's at any orifice.
Like at
That's
any
the name of the
orifice,
show. That's the name of the show.
at Twitter.
And I take requests.
But it is crazy. But like the influencers and now, like to me, I'm like,
and what
where
is
was
an
these-
influencer? Who determines?
no-
I'm an influencer, and boom, you're
I
an
don't know.
influencer.
I mean, as much as I have videos on YouTube. You have, I think we all maybe have videos on YouTube, but you know,
have 3.
we'd like to make something of it. But I would never consider myself an influencer. There's a lot of other people out there who should be that.
But people are so simple-minded.
you're
if someone
right.
calls themselves an influencer, like, oh well, I gotta listen
You're
to
right,
what
and
he's
now
saying, 'cause
they're
he's
presenting
smart.
awards and all this
Yeah.
stuff.
And
You
these,
know,
these
the world
so-called
is
pranks
weird.
where people just go and act like assholes to each
I
other.
hope-
And then film and go, no, it's
Yeah,
a
but
joke.
what-
It's
you know
Wait,
what?
are you
Once
talking
these
about the
people-
pranks where they go like to the hood dressed like a zombie and you know those guys?
Well, that
think
actually
those
was kind of
set up.
funny.
Okay, but you're a car guy. I'm a car
Yeah.
guy. There was those prank
one-
guys.
yeah, the one with
when
that-
he was messing with the guy's
Yeah,
cars.
that's not funny.
I would have went nuts.
Somebody goes on my car or my bike and starts eating on it or standing
like the guy
on it.
put
they gotta
he
stop.
put like a taco on the guy's on the spoiler.
Yeah.
Of some guy's car, and he's just eating.
And
the
this
ca-
is like a $250,000 car.
Yeah,
It's not
these-
like a Corolla or
Yeah,
something.
these guys were not happy, but most of them were like kind of cool about it. But there was some one guy. But I hope every one of those guys who do those prank videos gets their ass handed to them.
But Jay brings up another good point because AOC got her seat by being. She actually her brother actually put her into a casting call,
yeah,
Really?
and
Yeah.
she
You didn't know
won.
that? No.
And whoever won, like I forget what they called. They were the radical Democrat,
Yeah.
something Democrats they were called. They already had the influence. Whoever they picked was going to get in.
Mm-hmm.
They already had the votes. So she won the
like
casting
putting
call, and that's how
together
she
a
got
boy
into Congress.
Pretty
I thought it was
much.
a joke.
Pretty much.
But there's
Yeah.
actually like a documentary or whatever on YouTube.
Yeah.
And she's on it, and it's all legit. And I'm like, maybe I could do that. She had no political background or whatever.
Vote
She
for
just
me.
won, you know?
well, that's I write
It's-
I write my name down every election.
But this is how this is the new generation.
It is.
I mean, yeah, in a lot of ways you become a parent. It's like, oh, in our day, you actually had to like hold an office before.
Right, yeah,
Now it's
10
like
miles through
you just got to be
Silverville.
internet famous or win a casting
It's
call.
you know, and sometimes some of these people trying to be internet famous is just they go above and beyond what they like it's just.
I don't even
what are they
get
trying
how
to do
somebody is a
online?
famous.
I don't get it, and just it's weird being intimate.
I've seen some of the worst videos falling down the YouTube
Intimate
rabbit hole, trying to find. Like, I would just look for the videos with the most views.
Yeah.
And some are like, okay, yeah, I get it. Others are like, what is this? I don't even know what I'm watching.
Yeah.
And 60 million views.
It's
And I'm happy when I get 7,000 on this
honestly
show.
right.
Yeah.
But what about your video that's got like 40,000 views on it?
Oh, my Tom Brady video.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, like I on my YouTube.
the strangest thing in the world.
I years ago I
funny
just
what you
I
post.
mailed away
Yeah.
for a Tom Brady autograph, and I put what I get for a Tom Brady autograph, and all it was them sending me back a care package. From the Patriots, which I thought was cool. It's during the time of unboxing videos, because like sheep that I am, I tried being internet famous.
Right.
But I literally, it's got like 240,000 hits. But some of the most vile comments that have ever been thrown at me.
Yeah, come on.
I mean,
Some of the
it
comments
is
that
Just
I
for
read, I
liking
just.
the Patriots and Tom Brady. That's
not only that, just sitting there. Like the best one was the guy, because I had a hat on, but I had it backwards. So the guy goes, "Look at this asshole. His head's so big it's on the last snapback button." And I'm sitting there going, "That's actually pretty funny." I have to
Damn it,
admit,
it's accurate.
That was funny. And
Some
true.
of those are pretty brutal.
but
Some of those-
it's
See,
ugly.
the comments, you guys are going to attack me for this, but I actually felt bad for Rebecca Black. And
I
here's
get it.
why.
Was that the
Here's
Friday
why.
girl?
the Friday
She-
girl, right?
Yeah.
She was like a
were just singing it in the car.
14-year-old or whatever it was, and apparently this guy who I question if he's a pedophile or not, 'cause if you watch all the videos he does.
Oh, the guy.
father.
No, the rapper guy that,
who's
that
in
writes
that
the
one
music
in
for
the
him.
Thanksgiving song.
Apparently, it's like
I have a
like
collection.
the parents, I guess, as a gift, whatever, like pays for the daughter,
Right.
and it's always a young girl in the video.
Yep.
But like they'll pay for them to get a music video. She put it online, and for whatever reason, it grabbed.
yeah.
I can tell you why
But
it grabbed.
as the no. But there's plenty of terrible things.
No,
on
I know what
there.
you're talking about.
Plenty of
I know
terrible.
what you're talking about.
There's
You
a lot
look at
worse
my
than that.
YouTube page.
Look at the Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving one is much worse.
Yes.
The Chinese food one is much worse.
Yeah.
But Friday wasn't bad comparatively to that, but it was just like somebody having fun. It was like when we used to go to Adventureland and make those videos.
Yes. Yeah,
You know what? I gotta find those
Yeah.
and put it on
cousin
YouTube.
made
That
one.
might be the answer.
yeah.
My
Yeah.
cousin's
But it
made one.
caught for being the worst video and the worst song ever.
Right.
And this girl, like, they're attacking this 14-year-old girl, like death threats and everything, just
But-
because you want to have a little fun.
Right.
Well, if you just sort of talking about death threats with AOC, they just had that mini AOC.
Yeah,
They-
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah,
she was like a little
girl.
7-year-old girl. Again, parroting her, the real AOC, the
Right.
dimwit that she is. But
Right.
I'll
So the 7-year-old was smarter.
yeah, but I actually followed the mini AOC because it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And now they gave this poor little girl 7. But again, if you're gonna put your
7
kid
years
out
old,
there,
Right,
if you-
but still,
But
death
7-year-olds
threats
get
to
death threats.
7-year-old.
I know. I'm not blaming the parents here, but I'm just saying what I'm saying.
And
is-
somebody brought up a good point. Baldwin's on Saturday Night Live every week making fun of the president, and oh wow, that's groundbreaking. It's comedy.
Oh, yeah.
She does it. It's oh my god, that's horrible. How
Right.
can you
Well,
look
I
like
want her
that?
address.
Kill her.
I want
That's the
that.
double standard that we all have to live
Yeah,
with now.
that's we're gonna go down a whole other rabbit hole if we do that.
It's,
So-
Yeah, that's
it's
insane.
crazy.
Trump should walk in right now. He's not.
Trump walked in right now, you would have field day.
He's good on audio.
Yeah.
yeah, not so much. He doesn't like to be on video. Definitely likes to be audio.
He's a little shy.
A little bit.
Funny, weird, right? That he'd be shy.
Yeah, I mean, if you see what's going on lately, everyone's just losing their minds.
It's
No, yeah,
insanity.
it is.
I forget who
literally
said
told-
they
was it
brought up the
you? The other
Disneyland
day,
fight.
I'm waiting for the next, Civil War. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
Oh,
it's coming.
it's inevitable.
It's
yeah,
It's
lock
good
and
because
load
we
people.
have all the guns.
But
so
I
that's-
forgot who it was. If it was Bill or whatever. But they brought up the Disney fight.
Yeah.
Apparently, they were all in the same family. They were
Yes.
the same
Oh,
group.
absolutely.
Yes, they were all.
And
in
they're
it.
beating each other up, punching
Yeah.
each other's
But
girlfriends.
The
their
funniest
own
part of that video
wives
is when the grandma and the little rascal comes flying in, and she's trying to like weasel her
I
way
don't
into it,
know
and
what-
then she just goes flying.
Whoa.
Yeah, but they denied it.
And you
They
saw, I
denied it.
don't know if you saw the videos yet. There was the cops that responded to whatever in the city today, and they were getting buckets of water.
Oh
thrown
my
on
God!
them.
Yeah.
And they had to walk away.
I wish
It's a-
somebody
the
would throw
hands-off
buckets of water on me
policy.
when I'm working.
But they can't do anything.
I know.
Thanks
I
to
know.
Bill de Blasio and
Well,
the
that's
new
what I told
Huggathon.
de Blasio with the hands off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably went for an open hydrant. They were probably spraying cars, but
Whatever,
they
I'm
got
sure it could
sprayed,
even- it
and
could
then
even been a
literally
bullshit call.
A bucket dumped over the cop's
I mean,
head
that's
as he's
assault.
walking away. That is an assault, right? Technically.
And if it was
Now,
somehow
if he turned around,
flipped,
and grabbed that guy and threw him to the ground, it would have been,
Oh,
look,
my God,
they're just
false
attacking
arrest,
these
yeah,
teens,
yeah.
you know.
Right, they're
He's
just,
just trying to
these
have
young
fun
kids
and
are just
keep-
having to have
They're young men
fun.
having fun in that article, but it
Right.
would have been an unarmed black teen
Right.
getting attacked by
Absolutely.
the entire police department.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
like you watch like Live PD and stuff, like some of the other parts of the country, they're throwing people on the ground and
I
everything.
love that show.
As much as they'll never, I think there was only one episode of Cops that was NYPD, and that was like 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
that was
Yeah.
like in the
Yeah, and they
80s,
never done
right.
it again
Yeah.
because of stuff like
It's
that.
going to get to the point they're going to go to someone committed a crime. Can you please lay down? No, okay. Well, we
Yeah.
tried. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry,
No.
Sarge. We got to let him
Yeah,
go.
like,
Let
what
him
do you
go.
think? gun.
They
You're gonna
can't
have to
even.
do it.
They can't even give a prescription.
Citation?
Description of the perp.
Oh, right.
They can't
It's
say
it's
if
offensive.
you can't say he's black, can't say he's white or Chinese or whatever. It's like, well, hey, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Call me what you want to call me. Profiling works.
Yeah, Jay, I don't know what's going on. There's been some Facebook issues today, probably because of the storm. He says he's losing the feed on and off.
Oh
but,
no.
We're still here.
And being that we're talking about the feed, it's been very hot lately,
Oh.
which is why we're having like a crazy lightning storm tonight.
Wouldn't know.
And
us about
as someone
the
who
heat.
worked for Cablevision and worked outside
Oh, did
and
you?
on roofs and in attics, but had the luxury when I was done to go in an air-conditioned home or an air-conditioned van, not everybody who's walking around the heat has that luxury with their vehicles. Does anyone want to mention anything?
Are we legally allowed to?
Yeah, I'm off the clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I work for the esteemed institution of the United States Postal Service, and our 25-year-old vehicles do not have any air conditioning.
LOVs have no
And
AC.
no. And the funny thing about the LLVs, I just recently discovered, is that the engine in the LLVs are Pontiac Fiero engines. You're familiar with Pontiac Fiero engines? They explode.
I thought they were. I thought they were.
I saw you post that.
The
truck that went off.
A lot of them had, because I knew a guy who was restoring a Fiero and he needed an engine, and there was a LLV junkyard, and a ton of them had the Fiero engines. Not all, maybe not all of them, but it's been unbearably hot, and I'm
How
doing this.
hot is
I've been
it?
doing this 16 years, and I've been through pretty bad summers. 2013, I actually ended up in the hospital, walking my route. It was 103 degrees out. We have these very heavy shirts where the sleeves come down to here. We're not allowed to wear sleeveless. It's this just very thick material. I have to stay in uniform, and I couldn't keep a straight line. I was wobbling back to my truck, and I wobble anyway, but
As long as you don't fall down.
right. But and I had to spend the night in the hospital, and they tried to discipline me for not
Right,
working
of course.
safe. So, but thankfully I have a very good union. But the trucks are really bad. They're really hot, and then I have a cool with me. I keep water with me, ice water.
They
fruit.
only last so long though when you
Oh,
drive.
you got to
around.
hydrate.
It does,
But when
you
you're
walk
sweating
around.
out more
Yeah.
than you're intaking.
Right,
That's
I-
when you probably had heat stroke.
I did, yeah, I did. And today I came to work with 6 bottles of water, 3 were frozen, and I left with 14 bottles of water because I have good customers. So
Yeah, no, I give I'm home all day now, so I give my carrier every time he comes when it's hot. I offer him one. Sometimes he takes it, sometimes he
yeah,
doesn't.
no, I'll never turn one down. So I have pretty good customers,
Yeah, because you just posted. I saw quite a few because I actually know a few people that work for the post office, and every one of them posted the article of the
Yes.
the woman who passed away,
yeah, in Los Angeles.
close
yeah.
to retirement.
She was 4
know,
months shy of retirement, 63 years old,
Didn't need that.
and
going
she
out
died in
over-
her truck.
Yeah.
And the truck is, if it's 100 degrees outside, it's literally 125 in the truck.
See, and that's why people post about leaving pets in the truck or leaving children in the truck or
Leave
you know,
mailmen in the truck.
But yeah, you
What about the
could have an
poor
adult
mailman?
force an adult.
Well, I worked during Hurricane Sandy. I mean, it's I know
yeah.
there's that old rain, sleet, or snow.
Right, that was
It's on
made
the
up.
building.
That means
It's-
nothing.
Well,
Right.
see, that's the funny thing because I can say it now because I don't work there anymore. When I worked for Cablevision, they put us out in weather when there was a state of emergency. The post office wasn't delivering. Nobody was out there, and we're out there fixing cable. I was like, well, what's the emergency?
Yeah.
There's people who have 10, 15
Yeah.
TVs in the house. 1 or 2 weren't working. They're sending us there. And they're like, oh,
No,
we'll call
that's
the customer
ridiculous.
and ask them if they want you to come.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. They're home because they can't go anywhere. We're offering to come there.
Right.
What do you think they're going to say?
Honestly.
We had
and,
that
and they don't care if you die. They really don't.
when we
you know?
had that blizzard. I think it was last winter. Or was it 2 winters ago?
Had to be
Actually,
2.
Yeah,
winters
this
ago.
last winter we had
wasn't too
nothing.
bad.
Yeah.
We had that really bad. Now
We had one
I
measurable
live,
snowstorm that melted by the end of the day.
I live 13 miles from my job. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to drive 13 miles because I already know how it's going to go. They're going to make us sit in the office for 3-4 hours until somebody decides it's too unsafe to go out. But what they did was for the handful of carriers that made it in that day, they made them load up their trucks Now, in a parking lot that's on a hill, okay, with hampers and these wheels, there's no posi rear on these trucks. So then we had to load up. What?
What?
Posi rear. It's when didn't you see?
It's a limited slip differential.
Exactly. Didn't you see?
My cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny. Come on, get out of here.
Part of the conversation.
So well, and then they basically all the carriers drove around the corner and back because you made an effort.
Right.
Then now I'm supposed to drive 12 miles in a blizzard to do that to go drive back 12 more miles. No, I'm not doing
And that's
it.
not good. When they declare a state of emergency, like I even said there, I'm like, send the bigger trucks out with the traction for emergencies, down lines,
Right.
no service at all. If someone needs a phone or whatever.
Something that's a priority.
But down cable line means nothing. In the fire service,
I understand, but I'm just saying,
people call, line down, it's a cable line. We wrap it around the pole and leave.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what they wanted us to do during Hurricane Sandy when I'm in where I work? My customers were going to the same gas stations. They were calling us first responders. And we had to fuel up our trucks before them. And I get it because it's federal.
Right.
But I'm like, I'm not doing that. I mean, these people, I have to see these people every day. I'm not going to, sorry, you're not getting gas because I need to fill up my mail truck, you know?
But I want my coupons.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we only have a couple minutes left, so before we end,
That's fluid.
run through. Well, we'll start with you. Run through your
All
podcast.
12 of mine?
Yes.
Yes, I do have 4 wonderful podcasts. The Better Half podcast every other Wednesday with myself and Frank Messina. The Retro Gamers podcast every Monday with myself and Anthony Rippo. The Yin and the Yang podcast every Friday with myself and Anthony Chu, where we talk mixed martial arts, MMA, health. Well, he talks about all that. Health, wellness, and we have a good time doing it. And every now and again, I'll have my wrestling show, Talking More Wrestling, Saturday, 6:05 p.m. Eastern. And those who used to watch wrestling get that. And I brought back my original podcast, More of the Same, MOHR, which is just more me being able to get on and talking about whatever I want. That's not the other 4 podcasts. And you can find them everywhere that you listen to podcasts, iTunes, Spreaker, Podcoin. So that's a cool one, Podcoin.
Yeah,
So check it all
Podcoin's a
out.
good app. You earn points to listen to podcasts, and those points go
Turn them into
towards gift cards.
So just doing
Oh,
it.
Or you
Very
could,
cool.
or you
I
could
never heard
donate
of
to
that.
whatever you accumulate to a charity. So,
And what do you got going on?
I'm actually going to be starting my own podcast. I'm not leaving the Better Half. It's
hope
just
not.
I'm going on a solo adventure, something I've been wanting to do. It's called the Dad Podcast, a little play on words. I haven't recorded yet. I've just been finishing my logo. I'm just doing the final touches before I start doing my interviews. It's going to be a very funny podcast. I do have an email if you are interested in being interviewed. It's the Dad Podcast 123@gmail.com. Don't make fun of me. And also Twitter at the Dad Podcast 1. And you could also find it if you just search on Facebook, the Dad Podcast.
And just real quick with the Better Half, you can find us on Twitter at BetterHalfPod1, Instagram, the Better Half Pod. Email us, for God's sakes, please. TheBetterHalfPod@gmail.com.
Yes.
You can find him on Twitter at Mess411, and you can find myself almost anywhere on social media at More365, MOHR365.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming down. And
Thanks
check
for
out all
having
the
me.
shows
Thank you.
on
This is
Strong
awesome.
on Television. We'll see you next week.
Bye.